This segment is sponsored by Austin Telco Federal Credit Union. Do you know what's in a credit score? I don't. Cracking the code, though, can help us become more empowered consumers. So here to break it down for us this morning is a Vice President of Member Services for Austin Telco Federal Credit Union, Pamela Cotton. Pam, good to see you.
Good morning, Rosie.
Good morning, good morning. Pam, let's talk about it. What is a credit score?
Your credit score is actually how you're likely to repay your loans. And it looks at the history of your credit and how you've actually paid those loans in your past history.
And it's important to have a credit history. I know that I've learned that firsthand.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about how important it is to have a good score. How can that affect us?
So it definitely impacts your ability to get approved for loans. So if you're looking for credit cards, mortgage loans, any type of loan, it's going to impact your ability to get the loan. It also determines the interest rate that you will have when you're approved for the loan. Again, talking about credit worthiness, but if you have a really good credit score, you're going to have a very low interest rate, which means you're going to save lots more money. So you obviously want to have the best credit score possible.
I think especially when people look at housing right now, they can see how those interest rates really impact the bottom line.
That's right.
Yeah, so good credit score, low interest rate. That's what we
That's
want.
right.
Okay, let's talk about how credit scores are calculated, because I think this is what really pulls the veil back.
Absolutely. So 35% of your credit score is based on your payment history. Do you make your payments on time or not? And then 30% is based on how much you owe or your credit utilization. And then 15% is how long you've had your credit. 10% is that mix of credit. How many credit cards do you have? How much secured collateral do you have? Things like that. And then 10% is based on how many new accounts you have. How much have you applied for new credit?
And I know that they can see, you know, if you apply for a car loan, you apply for a house loan, you do that all very close together.
All there.
Yep, kind of a
Yes.
red flag. They don't like that. Okay, so
That's
let's
right.
talk about how you can improve your credit score.
Right. So if you want to improve that credit score, the first thing you want to do is check your credit report at least every 12 months. At annualcreditreport.com, you can get a copy of your credit report and it'll show. Check it. See if things are there that don't belong. Get those things removed. But it'll also give you that information as to what we're talking about here and how that score is calculated. And then you want to pay your bills on time. So you don't want to have too much debt. Be able to stay within the range that allows you to be able to pay those bills on time, because that makes a big difference. And then keep those bills low again and clear up collection accounts. Sometimes it happens, and if it does, do everything you can to clear it up. Contact your creditors and see what you can do to maybe lower those payments to get it paid off, and that'll definitely help you. And then don't open too many accounts at one time. So don't go apply for a bunch of credit cards all at once, because that doesn't look good to creditors. It looks like you're trying to do too much.
Okay, so we want our score to be the highest for the best chance of looking financially sound.
Definitely.
Sounds good to me, Pam. Thank you so much for your
You're
expertise.
very welcome. Thanks for having us, Rosie.
To learn more about all the services Austin Telco Federal Credit Union has to offer, visit atfcu.org. This segment is sponsored by Austin Telco Federal Credit Union.